Hey everyone, this is the Wings Mobile Detailing Podcast, and today we're talking on the topic of business and franchise. We're gonna cover why it is a good idea if you want to start your own business to start already on a vehicle that is already moving forward fast. And normally that you're gonna find through franchising, buying a franchise opportunity and starting that business that's already, the brand is already existent in your state or city. But be careful. Be careful because you're going to go to a lot of franchise directors out there who are there just bunch of old people who just go by instructions, and it doesn't lead to financial success, financial wealth. You want to look for businesses, business owners, for franchisors who's actually got the stamina and the will, the goal to grow huge, and they're everywhere. They're following the technology, promoting their brand everywhere on podcasts as you guys are listening to this right now, and also going to cover the benefits of franchising and being part of a franchise. You can search around. We're going to give you tips to search around other type of franchisees, compare them to you, but aside from explaining the benefits from actually starting a business, franchise business, and what you're going to want to look for when you're starting, because there's a lot of promises out there. Once you're gonna invest a high amount of money. Around franchises run from around $80,000, $100, sometimes $50, $40, $30,000, $10,000 of really low end. But you're gonna invest a lot of money to start a franchise. So you don't want to start something by paper and then you realize that you were surrounded by a team of old, unmotivated people, and then you find yourself trapped. I was like, you would try to do anything and you just find yourself trapped in that old way of business operation. You want to get somewhere where there's consistent growth, consistent hustle coming from the person who, the franchisor, or the people that is part of the system as well, and their goal, their mind, because you're growing with them. You're not separate. You're growing with them. And so that's what you're going to watch out for, those old style franchises, because you don't want to get yourself trapped. But once you find a really good opportunity that's growing, that's the time that you see, okay, you click on you and it's time to get that opportunity. We're going to help you find what it is.
Welcome to the Wings Mobile Detailing Business and Automotive Podcast, the only podcast that will guide you on how to start and grow six-figure companies. As our team expand from one business location to worldwide domination, you will get step-by-step insights from a millennial franchisor and franchise owner with your host, Andre Mezzalera.
So let's go over the franchise and what it is. All great franchisors, as you're looking to buy a franchise, the franchisors, they provide their franchisees with a uniform operating system and train and support them to independently manage and operate their business. So when you're looking at franchising, if you're looking to buy a franchise, consider that like the new businesses, they don't usually fail because their products or services are of low quality, which that can be a huge part. You will want to analyze everything about the business, their reviews, what the clients are thinking about them when you're looking for a franchise. But most of all, they can fail because of the person who is running it. There are a variety, I lost count of how much franchisors, they are selling their business for over $80,000, $100,000 just because they've been in business for so long and they start to die out. You don't want to buy a franchise that doesn't matter if they've been in business for very long and they're in the dying out process. They're like, old people who's not adjusting to the new technology, getting out there in the social media, growing, hustling hard, because nowadays it's different from 10 years ago, 15 years ago, where you all go by the system slowly. You grow as a corporation and you don't grow through the grit and going and doing it yourself. A franchisor that's pushing you, that's offering you sales technique, how for you to acquire clients who like really work on you hard on the education to grow yourself, for you to individually grow your business as well, to manage your business, grow towards success. And that entails, that's going to require for them to give you, educational programs. Not only the list for rules, operational list to follow, because all the franchise, they will give you an operating list for you to follow, how to do this, how to do that. But the training, not only the initial training that is fundamental, all of other franchises also will offer training to you. But what I'm talking about here is when you're looking through a list, and you can go through a variety of franchise directories, and you can see videos, who is representing their franchise, what they're doing every day. Are they on social media? Do they have goal every day to grow the business? Are they going after door to door, expanding their mindset to learn every single day, read, forcing you to read? Are they going to do that? Are they going to, because we value education, us as Wings Mobile Detailing Franchise, we value education to the top. And nowadays, if you're not educating yourself every day, if you're not being provided as a franchisee with programs to not only on the initial training, which all other franchises offer, but what comes after that, you want to analyze what programs are going to offer you, not only supervision to give you a phone call and ask, hey, how much, what did you sell this week? That's normally what they're going to do, the old ones. And you can catch that right away. You can catch that from video from the guy you were talking to, where they're going. You can find their stamina. You can find their energy to grow their business. And those are the franchises that you want to be part of. Because nowadays, and especially in the future, these people who's hustling hard, who's having everything organized, obviously offering programs for them to grow, these are the franchises who's going to succeed in the next generation to come and in the following. If you see consistent hustle in their part as an individual. An example of a really great franchise, let's say, are those. So like, you're going to talk to them, you're going to get their opportunity. And we, for example, this is how we do it. We get the franchisee, the guy who's buying our business, because we want to see them succeed. Their success is also our success as a franchisor. We want to see them succeed as a Wings Mobile Detailing franchisee. They're going to get with us and go hard, door knocking. We're going to build them a foundation, the beginning, a sales foundation, not through university, not through sales university, which is included in our franchise. But I'm just giving you an example, not to be biased towards us, but for you guys to really analyze what you're getting into. Make sure that person is pushing you. And us, for example, we're going to get you on the car and go after cold selling. We're going to push you to even do door knocking and do cold calls and go after, because that might necessarily not be where you're going to be getting all the results. Like cold calling, you might say, oh, cold calling doesn't work, but that will build you a foundation to grow your business. And foundation is the most important thing. If we're going to be putting you to go door to door, learning how to sell, learning what objections you're going to hear, a lot of no's, we're going to train you. We're going to train you to be used to hearing a lot of no's at the beginning, so that you can pass that and hear a yes. And by that, we don't only do ourselves. We don't only train you by our own experience. As a Wings Mobile Detailing franchise, Wings is not going to be telling you, oh, do it this way, because it worked out in the past 20 years that we've been in business, and we stick to it, and that's what we're going to do. The old way works best. No, we are out there. As a Wings Mobile Detailing franchise, we are out there and getting external business courses on business for you to follow that. If you're going to go door knocking, you're going to be pushed to go door knocking, to go out and get a business for yourself. Because if we teach you how to get a business for yourself, you're only going to be dependent upon you. And you're going to realize that the potential is only dependent upon you. And it might be easy said than done. But that's why you want to be around a business franchise who's actually going to push you to do that. Because saying, oh, it's easy, I know that everything is dependent upon me. I know that whatever I do, I deserve what I deserve back for what I planted. It's easier said than done, because you might say that to yourself, but when it actually comes to knowing that to yourself, it's like, oh, what do I do? Building a great foundation. When you're forced to go out in the market, in the field, and door knocking, do the hard things, which seems simple, but it's the most important business foundation out there, it's going to build you mental toughness, mental strength, and to know what it takes for you to individually grow your location, grow your business. for yourself. That's the only way. I'm not sure if you guys get what I'm saying. But you got to understand that being in business, that foundation, and then what comes after that is crucial. Staying out from the old ways, from the old guys who are just like growing their business, showing, oh, the business is this and that, the business is great, all the status quo. We're going to give you operations manual, there's training, there's support. We all build around quality and stuff. You know, we all say that. But when it comes to proving, it's on you to find out, okay, are they going to provide me with the training, with the university, putting me to do the work, putting me to read, even if it's uncomfortable? Because you should know that is what takes to grow a business, is being uncomfortable. And if they are approaching you to tell you, oh, it's easy, you're going to get everything, you're not going to need to read books, you're not going to need to follow a program, then they're just trying to misdirect you at the beginning to tell with them, because you'll find, oh, it's a better opportunity because I feel more comfortable. The more comfortable you feel, the more you have to be careful, because growing entrepreneurship is the opposite of getting yourself in comfort, getting yourself out of comfort. So it takes reading, it takes education, and being inside a vehicle that will lead you to, that will put you out of comfort. It's being inside a vehicle where, sure, there are great benefits of being out of comfort, because you're going to door knock, you're going to grow your business quicker, faster, and with bigger potential. If that is what you really want, being inside that type of business is going to push you to actually grow, to succeed, and not grow just one more location. Number two, another thing that you got to watch out for is that, am I getting in the business where I'm just one more, location where it's left on the side of the curb? Or am I a business where I'm being part of a team who's going to grow as a whole? Am I part of a team who just doesn't expect me to do the minimum and I'll be good? Am I part of the team of a business who's actually expecting me to grow this as an actual business, to grow this big franchisees out there, so with big brands that is out there? I'm gonna mention a few, like in the food industry, for example, like Chick-fil-A or any of these brands that they follow an organized system to every detail possible. They follow that organized system of what they have to do, which is important. But above all, the owner, he made sure that each franchisee is excelling to their greatest potential, that they're seeing their greatest potential. It's not like he's a boss where he's telling him what to do, but he's exceeding to his greatest potential. And you want to be inside a business that's going to push you to do that. And so the reason being is because the actual definition of a franchise is, when you buy a franchise, when you invest in a franchise, you're not buying the actual entire franchise. You can't, because all the franchisors providing you, technically what franchisors do provide to you is a license allowing you to use its brand name and methods to operate your business. And you only get those rights for a specified period of time. As a franchisee, if you acquire a franchisee, you own the physical location, assets of your business, the land, the building, the equipment, and so forth. And you're not buying the franchisor's brand name and system. So all they are acquiring to you is systems. This is the technical term to owning a franchise. Everything that's outside of that, and a lot of franchisors, they use that to try to promote. But this is the basic. This is the basic of what they should be offering you. They shouldn't be, I'm going to promote. When you franchise with me, I'm going to give you all the operating systems. You're going to have everything ready. You're going to know what you have to buy. That's the basics. That's the minimum. You want to look outside of that. Not only the people who's running the business, but are they actually providing you more than just the minimum basic of what a normal franchise would be? Because a franchise, technically, you're just buying the rights to use the brand name. That's it. That's a technical, and a lot of franchisors, they use that. So are they providing you with the actual value content that takes for you to actually grow a business? Providing only operating systems and ways to do things, the technical part, that's not sufficient. That's not what it takes to grow a business. What it takes to grow a business is training, how to train employees, what to expect, leadership, training programs, sales. If you're finding clients, sales is a huge thing. Building a foundation, as I said initially, building a foundation to, are you going to be put under uncomfortable situations so that you can personally grow your financial success, put into uncomfortable situations like make you go to door knocking so that you know the ins and out of the business so that you can grow a team, and then later on they're going to provide you with value of training supervisors, hiring more employees, and you're not just a curb franchise. That's my personal term, curb franchise, where you're the type of franchise where you just buy a franchise and you operate to yourself by yourself, and not with intentions to hire employees and grow as a business and not just self-employed. If that's your intention, nothing wrong. If that's your intention to grow, I just want to grow a business to be self-employed and not grow a big business, and you still want to acquire a franchise from that, it's okay. It's okay, but don't overpay for a franchise. Don't pay $100,000 if you're not gonna get any other support anyways to actually grow your business. If your intention is to only grow self-employed to yourself and do that technical service or sell that product to yourself and not grow a huge company and not have the path to grow it, obviously it's not gonna come easy to your hand. Because it's still your business. You as a franchisee, it's your responsibility to grow the business. It's all you. But if you're being pushed outside, sometimes even being offered programs, that's the extra step that great franchisors will go with you. Great companies that you're being part of will offer you. Then you might consider a franchise if your mentality is to not just be self-employed. If it is to be self-employed, it's okay. There are opportunities even with Wings Mobile Detailing, but even if that's what you want, we're still going to push you to grow big to your location. But if that's not your overall goal, to just become self-employed and die of age, but you actually are looking to grow yourself every day, which that is what happiness comes from, grow as being part of a business. And wherever you are, it's not just, business here, go home, and then that's a separate life. You want to be part of a franchise that your business feels like everything's combined with your life, even with your personal life. I'm not saying, you're gonna lose the personal life. No, for you, the business is the personal life. It's part of it. You love what you do. You love growing it. And when you love something, you want to combine in all ways. You want to promote wherever you are. You want to look for opportunities. If you are with your family, and you're growing something nice, your family is going to enjoy it. It's a big vehicle. It shouldn't be separate. It can be separate at times because you have to. It's another topic. But if you love what you're doing, if you're loving a business, and if you're growing with a business, you're going to be motivated and enthusiastic to bring everything together, and wherever you are, you're going to promote that because you want to grow, because you know the potential, because you've grown initially. You've gone door knocking, you've gone cold calling, you've been learning through programs, sales and everything, that it makes you enthusiastic to promote everywhere, wherever you are. And that is what the growth comes through. And with time, if you're part of a big and nice franchise organization where they offer all of that to you, with time, 5 years go by, 10 years go by. If you do that every day, and you're going to be pushed to do it every day, 10 years will go by, and you're going to crush our other competitors. It's inevitable growth. That's what you're going to get, inevitable growth. And you're going to realize that if you keep doing that, you're going to have inevitable growth. You're going to know what you're going to have to do to have that growth, which will come inevitably. What else? The reason to franchise. So this is more towards the reason why I want to get into a franchise than do it yourself. Franchising, you're actually cutting off all the waste time. So when you're starting a business, there's a lot of systems, there's a lot of legal things, there's a lot of little steps how to assemble not only the personal training for you to learn how to operate a particular business that you're going to have to learn and go through a lot of time. For us, for example, in our business, it's a mobile business, low overhead and high return on investment as far as the time goes. In less than 2 years, you get 100% return on your investment. So with us starting the franchise, if you're starting it by yourself, which we provide value, we provide all the value and all the ins and out of how to do that, but we can only go so far. You're gonna miss on the growth a lot, because once you're starting by yourself, you have a lot of those little things, as I mentioned, equipping the van, how do you do a systematic, how to approach the client, how do we actually hire an employee, and that not only does that takes time, and it's gonna take the time out of your growth. So if you're being a part of a growing system who already has everything in place, and you actually saved a couple of thousands of dollars to do it yourself, in the long term, the 2 years or less, that's going to pay you right off, because the time that you saved, not only the initial, some franchisees go a step further where they actually offer you value, like where's monetary value, and we are part of it. So with us, not only you're going to save the time, like franchisees will save you time if you're part of a franchise, to actually grow and start making money quicker than you would if you started by yourself. And that money that you start not only is going to make you more enthusiastic and see the growth, the potential quicker, but you're actually going to make the money sooner, because you put all of that stress out of the way, all of the time that you spend figuring out things, that's already going to be figured out. That's why we follow mentors. We as a franchise, we actually follow mentors, because we cut a lot of problems out of the way, problems that we're going to go through, and there's a lot of problems that inevitably we're going to have to go through. And you may think, oh, you know it all, but you only find out when you start your own business that there's a lot in the game. So that by itself is already beneficial to you starting a franchise, investing in a franchise. And if we have an open mind to growth and accepting things as well. Other franchisees, as I was going to say, like we offer the university, for the sales university, for example, and that is already a money value. So if you're spending money to acquire a franchise, since we already have the university on the system, if you're by yourself, you have to pay for that, and it's over $5,000. If you were with yourself, you already had to put money on that, but that actually is included on your franchise. The money that you pay to purchase a franchise, that's already included in there. So you're already saving money from a variety of things, not only the university, web design, marketing design, to design your marketing flyers and the basic things like that, the business plan, sometimes the training. Some franchises, as they actually go a step further, where they include training, the initial training of how to do the service for you. And for the web design, even the university, if you're going to go that far, universities that on-demand sales training, attorney documents for lawyers. Franchises don't have to offer you that. Franchise systems are only there to provide you the rights to the brand. But as Wings Mobile Detailing, we make sure that whatever you invest in, you're going to get the benefit, the actual monetary, not only the time, the systems, the rights, the operating manual, but you're going to get monetary benefits to where it's going to go right back to your pocket. So the money that you'd be spending anyways, if you were to start your own business by yourself, so that money you had to spend anyways, that money. So we actually come back with a monetary benefit with the website design, the marketing materials, part of the business plan, the training, where you go for it. Initially, only the initial part, initial 2 weeks of training in the hotel and other things like that. That money that you're paying to acquire the rights to use the systems, the brand, and being inside the system. By system, I don't mean like that, old type of style system. I mean, system of a growing company, support, every time support, problems to avoid. That's going to save you money. But aside from all of that, you're getting that extra monetary benefits back to your pocket. So technically, when you start a franchise with Wings, Wings is not getting one more important thing. A lot of franchisees, they make money out of selling franchises. Franchises that are actually growing and wanted to dominate its industry nationwide, which is our goal. Franchise that has that as a goal to grow. They are not making all their money just on franchise sale. They are making money off growing the brand nationwide. And with that, they're not worried about profiting on the franchise fee, the fee for you to purchase, to use their rights of franchise, which is many other franchises. That's why they charge you a high dollar and they come back to you with low benefits. They don't bring you other material benefits, sales, training, as well as the designs, the business plan. They don't come to you with that because they're looking to maximize getting all of the money they make from selling a franchise to you and profiting from it. Instead of, they want more locations. They want each location to succeed. And when you're part of a system like that, and you actually do your part, which is managing the business and growing your business, because it is your business, you do your part into growing that, into putting your potential, putting your time, putting your energy, you're gonna feel enthusiastic. That's gonna become your hobby. You're gonna feel enthusiastic in doing that, and when you do that, when you're part of this great vehicle, you then are gonna inevitably, you're going to grow your business, and you're gonna crush everybody else who does the opposite way, who does the old guys who's repeating the old system and is just not getting their team to grow individually. Inevitably, you're gonna crush them and you're gonna grow yourself and your business to multiple locations. Understand that it takes time. Understand that you're not buying into a make money quick scheme, because if you're one of those people, the other type of franchise might actually work for you in a negative way. Because anything that's make money quick, give it 6 months, give it a year, you're going to see that that's not what you were thinking it is, and you're going to get out, you're going to lose your initial investment, and it's going to be a nightmare for you. So if you don't have that as your goal in life, and you're going to grow something tangible, grow something with a huge foundation, and no matter where hard times is going to come regardless, and you're ready for that, you're ready to maximize on those hard times, invest money back, and at the end of the day, you grow wealth. This is what you should be looking for. All these points that are brought up in this podcast, this is what you're going to want to look in a franchise opportunity. You're going to see, first of all, don't put that in your mind. When you're looking for a franchise opportunity, don't ask the guy, what am I going to get? What are my benefits? What are my benefits? What am I going to get? Instead, don't get yourself confused here. Instead, we're going to see, where is this guy going? Where is this company as a whole going? What are their goals and what are their current actions? Are they following old style, or they're growing with the marketplace? They're following the new. They're promoting their self nonstop wherever they go. Are they treating it as like food and water, the success? Instead of asking, what am I going to get? What am I going to get from it? What are my benefits? You ask, where is this company going? Because if you see that the company is going to great places, great potential, then you would still get a lot of benefits with the growth. Your benefit is not going to be that short term. It's going to be a long-term growth inside a huge company that you are growing along. So analyze your franchisor, analyze the company that you're getting into, where the company is, their reviews online, what the clients are saying. Because if they're making clients and people happy with their services, that's a huge sign that the company is going in the right direction. And you should take opportunity to be part of a company like this. Thank you so much, guys. This was Andre Mezzalira. It's a Wings Mobile Detailing podcast where we talk about business and automotive detailing. Obviously, as you may know, we also have the franchise opportunity. And what this entire podcast was about. If you want to check out more, go to franchise.wingsmobiledetailing.com. We do have blogs. We have a variety of podcasts where we talk about, not only the franchise opportunity, but automotive detailing. We have videos. If you want to get more information, call us anytime at franchise.wingsmobiledetailing.com. The number will be in the description below. It's 804-250-1028. And you can see down in the description below, franchise.wingsmobiledetailing.com. Thank you so much, guys, for listening. Every Wednesday, we'll be back.